Well, good morning. I think this is day 52-ish, and we are packing up, getting ready to go from hurricane shelter. I want to show you this area here. It's starting to lighten up back there. It's 7:22 this morning. Up and out early today. We're trying to beat the rain. We're trying to make sure we get a shuttle into town into Marion, and we're trying to do 19 miles today. But anyway, I was going to show you this little valley right here. The last time we were here in 2019, a military jet shot up through this little valley right here behind us, or in front of the shelter. Scared us to death. But thankfully we rested well last night and didn't have any strange occurrences such as that. But we're going to get on the trail. We're looking for 19 miles today into Marion, Virginia, and a shower therein. So we'll talk to you up the trail. Well, it's early yet, but we've already come across a little stream bubbling through these rocks right here. And the rocks have moss on them. So, ergo, the camera is out. Here it comes right there. Coming down from here and all through there. Beautiful morning. We're trying to beat the rain today. So, we started 19 miles from the partnership shelter. And from the partnership shelter, we can either get a ride into Marion, Virginia, which is our plan depending on what time we get there and what shuttles are available, or we can stay at the partnership shelter. It's right on a highway, well, a few hundred yards off, but anyway, close. And we could order pizza to be delivered. I'm hoping for the former, just depending on what time we can get there and get a shuttle. So we left camp at 7:30 this morning. This is our best chance of doing 10 by 12. I can't say that that's a gimme, but for goodness sakes, I feel like we can knock that out. It would be great to be back into partnership shelter by mid-afternoon so that we can catch a shuttle or get a shuttle driver to come pick us up. Roots, rocks. I've already fallen once this morning. I was stepping and the toe of my shoe is kind of coming loose. I don't know if you can see it or not. Probably not. Anyway, around the toe of the shoe, that little rubber right there caught something and lodged. So I could not move my left foot and I tumbled, but thankfully I dropped and rolled and I'm good. Anyway, the town of Marion operates a shuttle out of partnership shelter into town. It's only about 3 or 4 miles, but I think that shuttle comes at 2:30, the last one. So I don't know whether we'll make it by then. I doubt it, but we'll try. And if not, there's a taxi company / shuttle driver that we can call and get a ride in. So that's our hope right now, is to get in. Our other hope is that it's not going to be rainy and nasty today, because they were calling for rain on the atweather.org website after 9 a.m. But then when I look up the forecast for Marion on Apple Weather or whatever weather app I got, it doesn't say. It says 35% chance of rain a little bit after lunch. So I'm hoping that that's the forecast that's correct and that we don't have to fight rain as well as distance to get into Marion. Well, we just come to Col Creek Falls. I'll show you the falls just shortly. Used to be a bridge right here, and I think it was deemed unsound, so now we have to ford our way across. Definitely something I'm going to do two-handed, but I'll show you some more. Yeah, you can see down there where there's pieces of the bridge that have blown out, and there's the falls coming down. Yeah, in 2019 we were able to cross on a bridge, but not this trip. So I'm going to put the phone down and make my way across. Probably wait on Hawkeye to come across, make sure he gets safe as well. So we'll see you shortly. Well, here's the view from the other side. I made it using the low route, and I'm definitely going to wait on Hawkeye, make sure he gets across safely. He should be coming just shortly. Really nice little cascade down here. Pretty falls. I remember this being a possibility of having to ford this. Thankfully, we didn't have to go ankle deep and walk across it. Well, here I go up the trail some more. It started drizzling a little bit. Put on my pack cover and my rain jacket. And we're meandering up. There's a bit of a discrepancy. I paused to wait on Gavin for a little bit back there, a little ways. And my app said 4 miles to Trimpe Shelter, but the sign we passed said 2.5. And we just passed another sign that said 1.5. So I don't really know what's true and what's not. But at the moment, we're just continuing to walk up the trail. We'll stop at Trimpe and have lunch. That's just short of halfway for what we're planning to do today. And we'll see how things go there. But I wanted to check in with you because it's been a little bit of time since I have. So, some up, some down. Not too bad of a trail today. Seems like I say that a lot. You've got to be lightly bored from that. But I do love these laurels. And rhododendron. We got some of both right now. They commonly grow together. The laurels, I think I showed you, are the smaller leafed ones. This is one. And the rhododendrons have the longer, broader leaves. That leaf's about 6 inches long or 7 or so. It's broader. Thankfully, it's not curled up because it's not frigid cold like it was yesterday. So, moving on up the trail. So we're on a little side trail leading down to Trimpe Shelter, which is where we had planned to eat lunch. We're not quite halfway. It's just after 11 o'clock. We got out early this morning and have made good time so far. A little bit of climbing ahead of us, but it looks like it's going to be no more difficult than what we've done so far. I see the roof of the shelter peeking out down here. I was kind of hoping this was on the trail instead of off the trail, but it is what it is. There's a supposed to be a pipe spring down here so we can refill our water for this afternoon, and we'll plow forward. There's a little camping area right over here with a fireplace. I think this is maybe more than 1/10 of a mile, I don't know. But here's the shelter right down here. We stayed in this one previously. It's kind of a neat shelter because it's got bunks on left and right instead of being one that you kind of walk in and there's a huge platform. So there's upper and lower bunks on the left and the right. It's a stone shelter. There's a fireplace. I'm not going to use that. We're just going to sit down real quick and grab a quick bite and get back in the mode of working our way over closer to Marion, Virginia. It's still enough drizzle out here to have rain gear on, but it's not a downpour at the moment. Knock wood. Hopefully it will remain that way. But anyway, greetings and welcome to the Trimpe Shelter. I'll come around the front and show you the inside of it. Here we go, Trimpe Shelter. Well, coming out of the woods into a field. First one of these in a while. We had a good lunch at Trimpe Shelter, refilled our water. We've got just under 10 miles to get to Partnership, and we would love to get there before too late in the day to ensure that we can get a shuttle right into town. So while the terrain is reasonably flat, we're trying to move on. We got a little bit of climb today, but not a ton. And wow, this is just gorgeous. Even though it's slightly overcast, it's been drizzly. Just the fog of the mountains. Let me hold still for you for just a sec. Just the fog of the mountains in the background. It's beautiful. But up the trail we go. Well, I finally come to the top of this climb, I think, and rewarded with a little bit of a view of Rye Valley. There's a couple of benches behind me or stumps here to sit on, but we have our mind set on being indoors here in the next few hours, so we're going to press on. Well, I'm nearing the end of the hike today. Finally, it's been a kind of a miserable slog today, but there's a nice little pond right down here. We're coming in on Partnership Shelter, which is less than half a mile away. I think it's right around that corner up there. And that's going to be the end of our hike today. With luck, we'll be able to get a shuttle ride into town and dry off and get good food, and we can take a day tomorrow and resupply and get the things we need. So I'll check in with you just in a few minutes. Oh, no, I'll stay with you because I see the shelter. This is a really neat one. It's a multi-level. Originally, it was plumbed with a shower and bathrooms and such as that. I don't think the showers work anymore. And I think they have a pit toilet outside. But it's a nice place that you could stay right here on the edge of town and duck in and get out. But we need to dry out. I need to upload some videos. I need to edit some videos. And I think especially after today's rain and slog, we are both deserving of being able to go into town for a night or two and eat some town food and relax a little bit. Well, because of the weather and the rain and all that kind of jazz, we didn't take much of a picture at Partnership. We wanted to get over here to the visitor center before they closed just to make sure we could get a ride. And I think we've got that secured. So we're going to wait on our shuttle ride and get to a hotel and get some food as quickly as we can. I'll check in with you just in a little bit. Oh, this is the visitor center, by the way, here in Marion, Virginia. If they'll let me, I'll go in and take a picture. Okay, this is the inside of the visitor center. There's a black bear. Thankfully, we have not yet seen one of those aside from this one that's stuffed, and one that was carved out of a tree. Ursus americanus we have. There's the eastern hellbender. We've not seen one of those yet either, but there's a good chance. And just kind of walking through. I'm going to make a real quick lap through and then go out and wait for our ride. We actually just saw a shuttle driver come by, and she said, "Anybody to ride?" Well, I just called a cab, but I've got her number, and I'll see if I can give her a call in a day or so and get a ride back in. All right, so this is what I look like with my hair unkempt, my beard unkempt. I'm getting ready to shower. We are at the Travel Inn in Marion, and we'll check in shortly. So what do you do when you get to town? Well, thing one, you shower. Thing two, you get Mexican food. And thing three, you resupply on some snacks for tomorrow at the Walmart. And then once you get all that done, you come back and you edit videos. So we appreciate you watching tonight or today or whatever time of the day it is for you. We're at the Travel Inn in Marion, Virginia, and we're going to take the day off tomorrow just to rest and recuperate, to plan our way forward and to resupply. And I'll edit some more videos. So we'll talk to you soon. Check in with us tomorrow morning.